The streets will never make you grow. It's not a seed, it's a gutter. There's no happy endings in this life. So this is my message to you. The streets will never love you back.
Ain't that the truth? The streets will never love you back. Pow. But anyway, hi guys. Another Sunday back together again. I wasn't going to do the show. It's very beautiful out there today. Today, actually, I went out early. I seen my little nephew, Dominic. He's 1 year old. The kid is adorable. I hung out with my sister for a minute. I went to Staten Island Mall. I picked up an outfit for during the week. But it's a beautiful day out there. If you're out there, enjoy it. If you're in the chat with me, I appreciate you supporting me. Thanks for coming. And hopefully we can have a good show today. Now, what I did was today I changed it up. Okay. I'm talking about relationships because I'm in a relationship. Everybody out there is in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, then you're single. Maybe you're single and you're looking to be in a relationship. But what I'm saying is that in today's world with the internet, the wandering eye, right? We probably have the best looking woman or guy at our side, but the internet usually destroys that. Back in the day when we were growing up, whether it was my mom and dad, people met people through introduction. You introduce somebody or you met somebody in the neighborhood, you went steady, then eventually you got married, you had a kid. In today's world today, it's pretty crazy, right? You can meet people from across the world. Whatever your flavor is, whether you're like black, Spanish, Chinese, white, Mexican. There's all kinds of people out there, right? And the internet makes us so close because look at us, right? We're in this chat and we're all hanging out together. So today, what I want to do is I want to come on. We could talk about relationships. We could talk about, whatever your topic is, whatever is going on in your life. But I think it's a good topic because relationships are hard. You have to put 100% into it. After a while, it gets a little dull. Look at Elizabeth Taylor. She was married like maybe 7 or 8 times, right? God bless her. 7 or 8 times married. That might be a good life for some people. Then some people just like to settle and they like one partner with trust, loyalty, love, and things like that. But life is not easy. Relationships are a job. You have to put 100% in it together and you both have to be on the same page. If not, it's never going to work. Sometimes, you meet somebody and you could have a child and the other person can have a child. Then you come together and you brand and it works for a little while. Then eventually, it don't work no more. And hopefully it works forever. But I don't know. Through my dealings in my life, I think relationships are hard. How about if you're in prison and you have a relationship? You're thinking about your girl. What is she doing? Is she hanging out with another guy? It's hard. And then if you fall in love, you're in love with somebody, then they walk away. In today's world, in all honesty, you can't even trust somebody because you don't know if they're in the relationship and they love you or they're after something that maybe you have, So I don't know. I think it's a good conversation. PJM Justice, what's up? I see you. The best relationship is no relationship. Well, you know what? If you don't want to be in a relationship, you want to mingle, you can mingle. Everyone's different in the world. Some people like to wake up to one person. Some people like to, put themselves out there and hang out with this one today, hang out with that one tomorrow. I get it. I really do. I get it. In today's world, you know what? Nothing surprises me. But anyway, I think it's a good topic. So whoever wants to come on today and talk about it, we could talk about it, discuss it. And, we could also talk about whatever's going on in your life, any topic you like. But let me give a shout out to Boston J, my moderator, Live and Let Live, my other moderator. I see Big Lou in there, Anthony Incognito, Anthony Santoro, Matt Jake, and a few other people that's in the chat. So what I usually do is I drop a link. If you want to come on, you can come on. Skeeve Gennaro Boots. I don't know you, but how are you? PGM Justice. I just want an island with 20 wives that all hate each other. I hear you. And the thing is, listen, I don't know. When I was dating, I always said to myself, you know what, whoever you date, be careful because you have to check their medicine cabinet. Some people on heavy medicine, the relationship starts off good. And then by the time you know it, you got a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They're all lovey-dovey. And then, wow, they wake up, they want to fucking kill you. They want to stab you in your heart. I'm telling you, listen, some women are crazy, but the same thing goes with men, right? Some people are very jealous. But Jay Jana, thank you. Yes, the show yesterday with Rita Giganti, she was great. I love Rita. She's so sincere, and she's a pleasure to have on. And she's just a class act. She really is, And I really am lucky to have her on and to become friends with her. She's a masterpiece. She is. And tomorrow night, if you look at the ticker, tomorrow night I'm going to have Tommy Dades on at 6 p.m. Me and Tommy Dades, we're going to be talking about the Pappas, Jerry Papa and John Papa. Now, Jerry Papa was a wise guy in the Genovese crime family. He was straightened out in 1974. There's a lot of stories behind him. He was a mad dog killer. Definitely a guy you could never trust. He's the type of guy, if you did a score and you went to him, he'd kill you and he'd take the money. That's how much of a backstabber he was. And they killed him eventually on 14th Avenue, I think 64th Street, a cafe over there. But Tommy Dades has all this information. And then his son followed in his footsteps. His son wanted to become a wise guy with the Colombo family. And his son, at the age of 21 years old, received 4 life sentences. Think about that. 4 life sentences at the age of 21. Like, you didn't even start your life yet. I mean, this kid is going to spend more time in prison for the rest of his life. I mean, is it worth it? Because you want to be a gangster, and this kid actually killed his own friends. I think there was only one mob hit he was involved in. I think that was Scopo. I think Joe Scopo. But Tommy Dades has all this information. He's a first-grade detective. He actually arrested John Papa, and he has tons of stories to tell us about John Papa. When he arrested him, he had a gun on him. He went to go pull a gun out to shoot Tommy. They were waiting on Tommy Dades. They wanted to kill Tommy Dades. But these guys, they were treacherous, vicious, and you could never trust them. You could never be someone's friend like this. They're your friend today, and you know what? They're putting a bullet in your heart and your head tomorrow. So, that's what all that mob life is about, So, I'm happy to have all you guys here today. We got 77 people in the chat. Not much, but you know what? Hang out. Let's have a good time with this, and we'll see where it goes. Bitter Beep, how are you? Dell is my name. I see you, Ben Eberhard. What's up, baby? I see you, Boston Red 2. Lee E. Raised by a Noto. Jerry Papa was tight with Sammy. Yes, Sammy and Jerry Papa was tight. Actually, Sammy knows Jerry Papa a very long time. I think he was straightened out before Sammy. Sammy might have got straightened out 2 years after him. But you know what? Sammy is invited on the show too. We'll have Tommy Dates here tomorrow. If Sammy wants to come on, Sammy's invited to come on. Sammy's always invited to come on. So if he wants to come on, he could reach out. I'll send him a link. And you know what? I'm sure you guys would love to see Sammy. You know, I don't know what's going on with Sammy. Hopefully he's okay. And he's been quiet lately. But I don't know. He made a video, says he found God in his own way. So I hope he did. You know, listen, hey, who's to judge anybody? None of us can judge anybody. People who judge people, they got to go look in the mirror and go look in their own closet and talk about the skeletons they have in their closet, because no one's here to judge anybody. You know, we all make mistakes in life, and you know, we live and we learn. Chatting with Stacks, I see you. Anthony Incognito, Marco Morelli. Unknown known. Yeah, unknown known. I seen you yesterday. You came in with Rita. Now that's another thing I wanted to talk about. You know, Rita is a very spiritual person. Okay, me, I'm a Christian, and you know, listen, I love God. I was brought up to believe in God and respect people, you know, and respect other people's beliefs. So it's not me to tell anybody else what to believe in. You know, listen, as long as you believe in a higher power and it makes you better, then you know what? That's it. Good for you. That's all it's all about. I mean, it makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. As long as you're doing the right thing and you're living your life in an honest way, God bless you. And you know what? Keep on doing it. But I am going to do something with Rita. We're going to see if we could get Paulie G to come out. You know, I'm going to sit down with her. I'm going to hire a little film crew to film it. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that. But so today we're going to talk about relationships. John C., I see you. Jimmy, what's the best deli in Brooklyn? Well, I don't know. You got Leone's, and then you got a couple places downtown Brooklyn. But there's look in New York City, you have delis all over the place. But a lot of delis aren't here no more. You know, they're closing down all the mom and pop delis. But the best food is definitely in New York City. 100%. The 5 boroughs, that's where you're going to find the best food. You got Brothers and Howard Beach. You got places all over the place in New York, you know. All the guys that are out there far away, California, Arizona, you know, that are 3,000 miles away, even Florida, you know what? Believe me, you wish you had a good New York Italian bread. You ain't getting Italian bread, nothing compared to New York. The cold cuts you could get, all you gotta do is you slice them thin, nice, but the bread is New York. So roast beef is delicious. I love roast beef. Julio Santino, Jimmy, I can't wait till tomorrow with Tommy Dades. Yes, Tommy Dades, look, Tommy Dades is an encyclopedia. He was a first grade detective. He's my big brother. I love the guy, and he's a tough guy. He really is a tough guy. And you know what? He's good with his hands. He's a great boxer. And he's actually, he was telling me earlier about this thing he's going to promote with some other people about some boxing. I'm going to leave it up to him, but I'm sure he'll be on Police Off the Cuff. And that's another thing. Maybe one time this week, it could be Tuesday, Wednesday night, or it could be later on. I'm going to probably have Police Off the Cuff, Bill and Phil on here to, you know, chop it up with them. And we'll be talking about, you know, what made them become police officers and, you know, things like that, what's going on in the world and, you know, what's going on in their lives. But those are also 2 other good guys. And I also got another guy that I'm going to be networking with. I might have said this before. His name is Glaze Gibbs. Glaze Gibbs is from Brooklyn, Pennsylvania Avenue, the Pink Houses. He was involved in a lot of stuff. He was definitely a Mad Hatter, a hoodlum, a thug. And I'm going to be networking with him. And he'll probably be on my show. I'll be on his show. And we could probably even do something together. Who knows? We'll walk the streets and we'll do something together. But, you know, today I hit 23,000 followers. I appreciate all you people out there. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. And, you know, let's just keep on going with this. So I'm going to send a link in. You guys can come on and we'll go from there. Anthony Incognito, thank you for the 20. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you, Anthony. Thank you, buddy. Sweetheart of a guy. So, I want to get some more guests, and hopefully I get a few people. I'm not sure. A lot of people might not want to come on the platform, but I'm going to reach out to some people if they're willing to come on. We'll see. I would love to get a big name actor on here. So, let's see what happens. Okay, he's from Express Hills Projects. There you go. My bad. I made the mistake. Glaze Gibbs is from Express Hills. Okay, there you go. Pink Houses is a rough area. Okay, you got it, buddy. Flatbush, Brooklyn. I got you. Jimmy, did you ever have Anthony Raimondo? He does by chatting with Stacks. I never heard of Anthony Raimondo. I'm from Brooklyn all my life, Bensonhurst. I never heard of him. But you know what? Listen, I'm not here to knock nobody. If people want to tell a story, and you figure it out. If they're telling the truth, you figure it out. That's not me to decide. So let me drop a link. You guys could come on, and we're gonna do like we do every Sunday. Get together, have a discussion, and have a little fun with this. So I dropped the link, and some of you guys can come on. And I want to give a shout out to Don Berlin. Also, I want to say hello to Gary, Michael Franzis, Inner Circle guy. I appreciate you. You're a hell of a guy, and thank you for the things you do and being there for me. You reach out, and I appreciate it very much. Paul Dean, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Nice to see you here. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Frenchie Films, Tim Egan. PGM Justice, Jimmy's a boss on the low. I'm a boss on the low. That's funny. I'm just trying to do the right thing in life. That's it. Life ain't easy. It's not easy for everybody. Just waking up every day, grabbing some air, and getting through the day. It's pretty hard, especially when you have a past and people keep on judging you by your past and things like that, But, these people have to look into their own closet, look in the mirror, and look at themselves. I think I came pretty far in life. I got 2 beautiful kids. I got a beautiful girl. Relationships are hard, and we don't know what tomorrow brings. People are here today. Some people are gone tomorrow. So count your blessings, knock on wood, and just take one day at a time. That's all we could do. I have Gino Traveling. Hope you get Sammy on. Well, you know what? Listen, Sammy's invited to my channel anytime he likes. If he wants to come on, he can come on. I asked Sammy a couple times to come on, and Sammy's his own man. He's always welcome here. Anytime he wants, he can come on. And that'd be great if he could come on tomorrow with Tommy Dates, because he could give really good detail of Jerry Papa. Jerry Papa was this Genovese guy where he killed 2 May guys in 2 different families. He was a sneaky guy. He used to do business dealings with people, drug dealings, and he would kill them. And he would just take the drugs and keep the money. That's some scary shit. A guy like that, once he does it once or twice, when you meet him, you got to kill him. That's it. You can't trust him. Just kill him, and that's it. Get it over with. But I'm not telling you to do that. So, Kelly Bala. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but Laya. Gaetano Bracco. What's up, Gaetano? Charlie Fellows. Robert Feebles. I dropped a link. If you guys want to come on, you come on, and we could talk about a couple things. Now, how about Rita yesterday? Tell me Rita's not a class act. And I had Tony Maria on with Rita. It was nice to have both of them on. Two classy women. I love these women. They're great. Brad R. What's up, Brad R? I see you. Brad R, I appreciate you. Thank you for all you do. You know what you do. That's between me and you. You're a good guy. Rob D. Great show, Jimmy. Thank you. Great show, Jimmy. God bless. Now, I hit the 23,000 mark. I mean, that's pretty cool. Listen, everybody wants a lot of followers, right? Listen, I'm happy with my 23. I have a lot of good people on my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Like I said, if you have a business out there that you want to, promote, reach out to me. I'll help you promote it. This is what I'm here for. Okay. Jimmy, your show is getting better and better. Thank you. I appreciate that. And also, I want to give a shout out to Mike Bickings. Mike Bickings is the CEO of The Art of War. He has some fights coming up April 1st and April 2nd somewhere in Philadelphia. I'll promote it once everything's carved in concrete. But Mike Bickings is a friend of mine. He's a class act, and I appreciate him very much. He sends me invites to these fights, and I go to them. We hang out. I mingle with some people, but it's a hell of a good time. Tommy Dates comes with me every so often, and I'm looking forward to April 1st and April 2nd. So Mike Bickings, The Art of War, thank you. I appreciate you. JF, thank you. I also appreciate you. I'm Eddie G. Eddie G, why don't you come on and tell us about your relationships in your life? Guys, don't be afraid to talk about relationships. Look, some relationships work, some relationships don't. I mean, it's just the way it is, you know what? But the most important thing is, as long as you leave off on good terms, and that's very hard sometimes because, one person's happy, the other person ain't. Jimmy, you've been doing this over a year now. I remember when you first came out on Sammy's show. Yes, I first came out on Sammy's show. I went to go see Sammy, and listen, hey, I have to credit Sammy with some of this little platform I have. Sammy taught me a few things. He showed me how some things work, and I appreciate that very much. Real men don't have relationships. But you know what? I don't agree with that. Johnny the Greek from London, I see you. Boston J. Jimmy gave me sound advice the other day, lifted my spirits. That is my name. Michael Papaleo. Michael, if you want, touch the link and come on. Now, Michael is he's an actor. And if you want to come on, I like to see you come on because you're a character too. You send me a couple videos of you doing a couple improv, acting in the mirror. So it seems like you're good at what you do. Real men do have relationships. Sammy is a genuine guy. Boston J, my man. Jimmy, I'm in the link. Ben, just tap the link and go with the directions to the studio. It'll lead you right to the studio if you want to come on. I'm married 14 years, wife Robin, Italian. She was best friends with Big Ange. Okay. Robert Feebles, how are you? I might have known Robin. I mean, I remember Robin back in the day. And rest in peace to Big Ange. Big Ange, she was a big character. And, it's sad to say, she caught cancer and passed away. And I know the feeling. I lost my father to cancer. I lost my grandmother to cancer. My brother-in-law, Bruce, I lost to cancer. I mean, cancer sucks. It really does. I And Big Ange was, she was a big personality. Rest her soul. Man, are social creatures aren't designed to be alone. That's for sure. Who wants to be alone, right? I mean, loneliness is terrible. I mean, I see my mom and dad. They separated at a young age. I might have been 6, 7 years old, and they never got into another relationship. My father stayed in Manhattan. My mother stayed in Brooklyn, and they were old school. So, who wants to be alone, especially when you have children? I mean, the world is very small today. Back in the day when I was a kid, the world was big, but now you have these. You see these phones? These phones make us closer, smaller. You can reach out to anybody, anywhere on this planet. You can reach out to them. How about getting William DeMayo? William DeMayo, he's a Brooklyn guy, Brooklyn actor. If he wants to come on, he can reach out to me. I don't think he'll come on, but these guys, they're actors, but they also think they're wise guys. It's either you're an actor or you're a wise guy. You know, when am I coming to the UK? I'll tell you, what? I have a passport. I'm not sure if they would let me in the UK. I have a felony. I do have a passport. I have to look at the laws over there, but I would love to come to the UK. The UK is beautiful. I have some people out there. I can tell you truth and wisdom, Jimmy. Paul Anzarizi. I was married for 48 years. With her 50 years, she passed away. 2 years, she had lung cancer. My condolences to you, Paul. It's a sad story. I hate to hear people passing away. And it's just, what? It's inevitable. It's going to happen to all of us. And, hopefully we could all live to 100 years old. But it's impossible, It's just, life is sad. That's why, you got to be kind and, pass the kindness to other people. Don Berlin, I see you. Jimmy, problems with StreamYard that prevents using earphones, which is preventing access using all browsers. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. Is there a problem getting into the chat, guys? Give me a thumbs up if there's a problem. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Tell us about Michael Franzese. Michael Franzese is a hell of a guy. God bless him. He's a class act. I personally like Michael Franzese. Good afternoon, Jimmy. Great show last night. Hi, Tony Marie. It's always good to see you in the chat. Now, Tony Marie has a wrench too, so she's one of my wrenches. Always earning. Jersey boy. I was in Europe. Okay. Roderick Molina, $20. Jimmy, would you consider doing a show with Pete LaFacia? I don't even know who he is. I mean, explain to me who he is, and sure. I mean, if he's a sincere guy, a good guy, I don't mind doing a show with him. How many Genovese guys did you know? Well, I knew a couple of them. Let's see, Joe Mans from the neighborhood. You didn't have too many Genovese guys in Brooklyn. Joe Mans was a Genovese guy. Antico was a Genovese guy. There wasn't a lot of Genovese guys in Brooklyn, I'll tell you. A lot of Colombo guys, a lot of Bonanno guys, tons of Gambino guys, Lucchese guys. The West Side, that's what they call the Genovese crew, the West Side, because that's where they originated from, the West Side. Great to see you in Wales, Jimmy. Tim Egan, you have ever talked to Chuck Zito? I never ever spoke to Chuck Zito. I'm actually a fan of Chuck Zito. Chuck Zito is a legitimate tough guy. He's one of the guys that was a member of the Hell's Angels. He's a actor, but I heard a lot of stories of Chuck Zito. But he was very friendly with other actors, and I have nothing but respect for Chuck Zito. I would love to see Chuck Zito on here, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But he's invited on here anytime. Pazzo, I see you. So is there a problem with the link? Is there a problem dropping this link today? Let me try it again, guys. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, I dropped the link. Let's see if it works. If you see the link, grab it. I'll tell you, it's a beautiful Sunday out there today. It really is. Okay, so I got Ben. Ben, I don't see your face. Maybe your internet is not working. I tell you, you know what? It's more colder in my house than it is outside. Jimmy, had you got Irish friends? Of course I do. I have friends of every nationality. Ben, Ben,
Yeah.
how are you?
I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. I've never done this before.
Well, you see me. I don't see you, so you don't have your camera on.
I got 2 separate screens up here on this computer. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing, bud.
That's all right. But how's everything with you?
So far it's pretty good. I fucked up a little bit in life, part of my language, but I'm going ahead and just applying for regular jobs. I have a friend who used to be a millwright, and he's trying to help me after I get my license. Go ahead and do some concrete work with a union, and they do a lot of highway kind of structures and stuff. So trying to get there right now.
Well, you know what? That's good. I want to tell the audience of how I met you. Okay, I met you. How long ago was it?
2015, 7 years
2000.
ago.
So 7 years ago, I met Ben, and I think Ben reached out to me, or your mom reached out to me, and you were having problems with your life, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, you were having some problems with your life. You were one of those kids, like me as a kid. You walked the wrong direction. Is that fair to say?
Certainly is fair.
Okay, you walked the wrong direction. You reached out to me, and I spoke to you a couple times, maybe a dozen times. And I told you, you know what? There's only one direction that you're walking, and eventually you're gonna get yourself in trouble. And everything I said happened, didn't it?
I just let the temper get the best of me, yeah. Pretty much, but you were right. No
You know,
denying that one.
yes. And I always told you to take a test, a sanitation test, take a trade, and do the right thing, because in the end, you're only gonna break your heart and your parents' heart. I think I said that.
Yeah, you did. Most certainly. I was asking about that the other time. That was 2 weeks ago, or last week already. No, yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. I was hanging up some doors with my sister's boyfriend, and I hopped on the show for a little bit, and I was asking about like the sanitation. Like, is that like a city worker sanitation, or are they going to sewers, or do they work at the sewer plants, or But like you said, go ahead, give it a try. What's the worst that's going to happen if I fail? Just go ahead, retake it. Study more, right?
And that's what I recommend. I recommend you take every test there is, whether it's a private sanitation or whether it's a city sanitation. Anything. Take every test there is and just wait for someone to call you. That's what I recommend. But I also wanted to ask you while you're on, how's your little baby now? How old is it? How old is he?
Bentley, he is going to be 6 years old this August.
6 years old. Wow, God bless him. Because I remember when he was just born.
I remember when we were talking at first and he wasn't even born. I didn't even have a girlfriend or nothing really at that time.
Wow. And
Time
how
goes
that,
by fast.
and well, you know what? How'd that relationship work out?
It didn't work out too good at the end when after she gave birth. Comes down to some of the choices I was making in life, and I refused to change them, and it didn't work out too great. But like financially, he's doing good. She's doing good in life. I just got to pay my obligations, and should I be seeing him more? Yeah, more than likely, I should be. Yeah. Is it expensive to go through with the processes? Yeah. But what excuse is that to somebody who really wants to be a part of that child's life? I'm a dad. I have the papers saying I'm a dad. I signed all the papers, but that's irrelevant. I should be out there starting to get really involved with him and stuff a lot more.
Well,
I
you know
think
what?
that's something we touched about too.
And it's a good thing that you acknowledge that, because you know what? You know, growing up, it's not what you give your kid, it's the time you spend with your kid.
It's the memories, something like that. Yeah.
Because it goes real quick. I mean, I remember when I was a kid. I'm sure you remember when you were a kid. Now you're grown up and you're a father. So you know what? Time goes by so fast. We never get it back. But I'm glad to see that you're still here with us, and hopefully you could get more involved in your child's life. Listen. I know relationships are tough. My mom and dad separated when I was a kid, and thank God my father was involved in my life. I wish he would have been involved more, but after working, he used to like to hit the bar, and that's how it was back then. But I'm glad you're on here. And how's your mom doing?
The last time I actually just got in trouble here is because I grabbed my brother by his throat and I threw him, and he hit his head on the couch, and this couch had some metal rivets on it. Yeah, fucking retarded of me, poor choices. And
Well, you know
I
what?
was just letting him get to me. But to answer your question is my mom and I haven't really talked too much after that.
Well, you
She checks in here and there, but it's not like I go out my way every day to talk to her. She doesn't talk to me like every day like we used to.
well, listen. I know you. I think your brother has a disability, don't he?
Yeah, he had a heart transplant.
Now, I mean, listen. We all have to work on ourselves, and you got to watch your temper, because you are a young guy. You're a strong guy. I know you're. I know you're strong. So you know what? Before you do something, take a deep breath and walk away. Especially to your family. These are people that love you.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
always going to be there for you. And listen, I know you did some time in jail. And you know what? I know your mom, you broke her heart, because, she told me, I had conversations with her years ago.
Yeah, I just do a lot of stupid shit because I'm not really thinking it over. I don't really think of the repercussions.
Well, you know
That's
what?
something I will admit is that's something I really don't do often of. It's just more of a, in the moment type of stuff, and that's not good thinking either. That's very unhealthy to think like that.
Well, you know what? Start thinking before you do. Like I said, start changing today. You can do it. Do it today. Change today. And listen, hey, I really wish you the best in life. I really do. And if I can help you in any way, you can always reach out to me.
No, the same for you, even though I really can't do too much, but if I can, I'll see what I can do. But I really appreciate it, Jimmy. Hey, I'm sorry about the whole camera setup. I don't know how this is working. I'm looking at a laptop that's hooked up to a computer monitor, and this is all off like a 3D printing setup. So I don't know what's going on with the camera. I'm not too tech savvy. So
That's all right. You know what? You'll figure it out. But let me give someone else a shot over here. I got some people waiting in the studio. And listen, send my love to your mom. Listen, take care of yourself. Like I said, if you need someone to talk to, you can always reach out to me. I'm always here for you, kid.
yeah, same for you too. Thanks for your time, Jimmy. I appreciate it.
And think before you do. You hear?
I got to start. I'm 25, right?
listen, you have to, think before you do. If
Right.
not, you're gonna end up in jail. You're gonna look back and say, you know what the fuck did I do? And it's gonna be too late.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate it, Jimmy. I'm taking all this to heart still. Thanks.
You got it, buddy. You take care.
You too. Thanks, Jimmy.
You got it. Bye bye. That was Kid Ben. This is a kid that I met maybe 7-8 years ago. I spoke to him when he was young, and I remember when he met a girl, got her pregnant. He was talking to me. I said, listen, I said, you know what? I mean, as you see, he's 25. So you know what? He had a baby. He was maybe 18, 19 years old. I mean, my first child, I was 39 years old. So you know what? I was ready. I wanted to experience fatherhood. When you have a father, when you have a child at such a young age, you know what? How good of a father can you be when you're a kid yourself? So, you got to, listen, it's tough. It ain't easy. Now you have a kid. Now you got to take care of that kid, and you got to take care of yourself. But let me throw Eddie G on. Eddie G.
What's up, pal? What's going on?
It's always nice to see you.
It's always nice to be seen.
Hey, so you sent me this video clip of the Gotham Comedy Club of you. I tell you, you know what? Look, you did a good job. You really did. I think you did a great job. Like I said, you got to do some comedy of me.
Listen, if I could just remember my fucking jokes, everything would be okay.
Like the rest of you two.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you. See, what people don't get, they get what they see. But there's some background shit that goes on. So, like, you've got, 10 people who are fighting for that 6 minutes of attention. And you want to hold the audience's attention. And when a big-name celebrity comes in, picture this. You're at the supermarket, and you got a whole bunch of groceries, and you're waiting on a big line, and everyone wants to get their shit through. All of a sudden, Mr. Jones comes in and cuts the fucking line, goes right in, and takes 15 minutes or 20 minutes for himself. So the anxiety builds up, the energy builds up, and all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? And the guy's going, what's your opening? What's your opening? And if it wasn't too good, he'd say, try something different. And then they throw the bat signal on you. Like, they'll tell you straight out, if you go overboard, we'll pull the fucking plug. So I've never been one to be caged. I don't do good with four walls around me, but I'm actually taking a class in April to hone my skills and to develop anything I may have. And you know what, Jimmy? It's fun. It's you'll shit your pants.
I tell you know what? That's what you got to do. You got to look in the mirror. You got to say, you talking to me. But there ain't no one else over here you're talking to. But listen, hey, in all honesty, you did good. You really did. Look, I was watching the video with my sister. I'll tell you, you really did good.
Man.
For you to get up there, you got to have a lot of heart in front of all those people.
There was a lot of people too. There's over 100 people. So, like I did in my shtick, it was like I was trying to convey to the audience, like, we're gonna make this memory, and when I look back on it, as I get better, it's gonna be looking, what I said in the clip. I threw it up on my channel, so it's on.
Plug it. Go ahead, plug it.
No, it's me bombing. It's great. It's my first live performance during a live thing at Gotham Comedy Club. I didn't realize, what an opportunity that could be. I was short notice. It was coincidence that me and this guy emailed, talked to each other, and it's like, yeah, you know what? I'll give you a shot. So, but I'm hoping to continue just to see have some fun with it, That's all. But you and I, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna put something together, bro, for sure.
Anytime.
Yeah, we got it. We got to mix it in.
Like I said, you can make me a part of the act. I don't care. I'm saying, listen, all these people, let you know, look, I don't take life all that seriously, especially this YouTube. So you want to make fun of me? Go ahead, make fun of me. Throw my name out there. All you want. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Network. But it was nice. It was nice that when they sent it to me yesterday, I was like, I wish I could have destroyed this tape. I'm like, what
I
the fuck is
listen,
out there?
look. So let me ask you a question, okay?
Yeah,
How about you and relationships? I know you're a single guy. What was
yeah.
the last? Listen? What was the last relationship you were in, and how tough is it to be in a relationship? I mean, how hard is it to find somebody that's on the same page? You know?
Mm. My experience is it's usually kind of messed up. It's like if my relationships have been the last fucking toxic, I guess is the word you want to use. You know, my old man said to me once, I think it was my father, he said to me, "Do you know why your relationships don't work out?" I'm like, "No, why, Dad?" He's like, "Because you're in them." I just had my last relationship was a beautiful one actually, and she just broke up with me officially like in December. But we hadn't been together for a while, but we never really had that closure. Or she never went and dated someone else, nor did I. Maybe we went on dates, but that was the last, hunt and bun shit. You know what I'm talking about? You know. But I did have a fiance. On a sadder note, I had two fiancés. Um, One poor girl got into an accident and she got hurt, and it just became paralyzed. And that was it was that was complex, that relationship. She was at the tender age of 30 years old. Then a few years later, luck would have it, met somebody else. And it was the first time I kind of dated a single parent, which was a different dynamic. Because you get attached to the kid. She had a 4-year-old daughter, and it's like, wait, you're not just dating one person, you're dating two people, and that was rough when that ended, and as it should have ended. There's a degree of loyalty that I like the golden rule, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. So if I say I'm with you and I'm with you, that's 1,000%, and that means I'll take my fucking shirt off and lay it over a puddle before you walk over it. And if I ain't got the funds in my pocket, I'll find the funds if you need something. That's like, that's the kind of I don't know, that's the bleeding heart I got, But let me tell you something. Relationships are like mirrors. You want to know about yourself, you got to have a relationship, because this guy will tell you that, no, everything's cool, we're on co-pilot. And relationships kind of keep you coloring on the inside the lines. That's my take. But I'm dating me right now, and I haven't done that in a while. And that's not selfish. I mean, I'll go out and hang out and meet different women or whatever, but it's not my number one priority. Been there, done that.
But you know what? You're at this stage in your life, but you know what? You got to focus on you, right? And you don't have any children.
No, no.
So, you know what? I guess that's a good thing, right? You don't have children. I mean,
Amen.
thank God for my children. I love my children. But if you don't have children, I mean, you got to focus on you. You're focusing on your life.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I have I have a niece and I have a nephew, and I'm godfather to my nephew. And there's no rule saying I can't love them like they're my own either. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, that's hard to do when they're far away, but you remind me, I'll tell you what, I was raised by my dad, and he was a single dad, and there was two girls and one boy, and I was in the middle. And that was unheard of back then, bro. And what you're doing, I automatically just admire you, because I know what my fucking dad went through. Pardon my French. I shouldn't say that before my father's name. I didn't mean that. But yeah, what you're doing, and you're reinforcing, and when we hear things, it seeps in, man. Relationships are tough, and sometimes you can't look at them. Sometimes they're just supposed to be there for a certain amount of time, and then your destiny keeps going. You got to go with the current, and wherever the spirit moves you.
And the thing is too, you know what? Years ago when we were growing up, it was a lot different because you didn't have a phone, you didn't have the internet. Now today you have the internet, so everyone has a wandering eye, whether it's the male and the female. I'm saying so the female's not innocent. I mean, it's both. Listen, there's a wandering eye, Everyone's on IG, everyone's on Facebook. So you know what? People can't point their finger. You know what? It's because of you. No, you know what? It's because of, we didn't make it work. That's why.
Unfortunately, that's just the reality of life. Yeah, you can't. And I learned one thing. It's it's a hard ideal to live up to. But relationships, I was taught, aren't 50-50. They're 100 and 100. And it can't go either way. And you know what? If I'm not willing to give 100% of myself, then I shouldn't be in that relationship. Perhaps I should be honest and say that. But if you want to date and you want to go out to a nice restaurant and you want to keep company and keep, then that's cool too, But you can't be dependent on other people emotionally. It's not healthy.
Miss can't be wrong. My first marriage ended in divorce, hurt my girls. I'll carry that guilt forever. And that's the thing. You know what? It goes by so fast. And, you have children and you think the family, you're going to keep it together. Now, you know what? There's a dull moment where, you know what? The love is not there. The passion is not there. So what you do is you separate and you go on,
Yeah,
So,
sure. Gotta have
mean,
that fire.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not easy. It's really not. Not with the internet and stuff like that.
It used to be when we were growing up, it was like you went to a club or you went to a bar or a certain neighborhood and somebody knew somebody, but now you're on this internet. It's like the fucking Starship Enterprise. You don't know who the fuck you're talking to. You don't know where they're coming from, but yet it's like a reality inside a little bubble reality. You know what I mean? And it's like, listen, who would ever thought, Jim, did you ever think 23,000 people would want to hear and focus on you and what you have to say? It's mind blowing. But yet, that's your spirit, man. Your experience has made you who you are. You're a tough guy.
Well, you know what? The thing is, look, you know what? It's not how you start; it's how you finish in life. I mean, you fall down, you get back up. Some people stay where they are forever. It's all about the choices you make in life. Thank God I made the right choice. I want to be a better person. I want good people around me. I want to network with good people. I want to learn more. I want to see my kids grow. And look, anyone that is destruction or a liability, I do not want them in my life.
Or around you.
And I'm going to say this to the camera. If you are destruction and a liability, I do not want you in my life. If you're an asset, you know what? You could be a part of my life. That's where I am today in my life. So there's a lot of people out there. They try to take you down. They want to knock you for the things you did in your life. But you know what? Listen, every day you have to try to make your crooked past right. Like I said, it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Jimmy, you give good advice, bro, because people listen to what you have to say because you walk the walk. Half these guys, half the men on the street couldn't go through what you went through, bro. You were at a certain age, you were in a certain time in history where that shit was the Wild West in Brooklyn, bro. I gotta be honest with you.
I'll tell you, but these guys, well, look, whoever says, and the thing is, you know what? They use this word rat. Okay? Everybody uses this word rat. Now, the only person that should use that word is a street guy. That's it. Only a street guy should use that word. If you're a civilian, you have no right to even use that word.
Yeah.
Because you never did anything.
You never been tested.
You never had handcuffs on you. You never even broke an egg.
You never ate one of those fucking central booking bologna sandwiches.
No, but you're absolutely right. You know what? They couldn't shine my shoes 100%. But
I'll tell you what. How about you though, Jimmy? Is it you're a single dad, and maybe there's a lot of single dads wanting to hear your take on it. How do you devote extra time, because your kids come first? How do you devote extra time to a relationship? How do you do it?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's very hard, especially when the person that you're seeing also has a child. And you know what? You try to spend time together, but you have to give your time to your children. And, you try to find that middle where you can spend time together. And look, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Sure.
But listen, I'm at a place in my life where I'm focusing on my children, I'm focusing on me, and
All positive stuff, bro.
I try to be the best man I can, and I learn every day. And listen, I make little silly mistakes here and there, nothing that's going to jeopardize my life. And
Yeah.
but one thing I always do is I make sure the company I keep, I don't want no shit in my circle. That's for
Amen.
sure. And like I said, if you're a liability, I don't want nothing to do with you. Dead, muerto.
Peace out. Yep, absolutely. And that's not being rude or being selfish. You've got to protect what's your sanctity. Somebody told me once or twice in my life, they're like, some people deserve the front row in your life, and other people deserve the balcony. You know what? If I don't want nobody I don't think no haterade on nobody. You just got to try to be the better person you can. There's a good book, man, and I always say this: the guy should give me a referral check. It's called The 4 Agreements, and it's not a religious book, and it's 4 agreements. Is one of them is be impeccable with your word, always do your best, and your best is always going to change. That's always going to vary. I believe the other one is like, don't take anything personal, good or bad, because hey, you know what? People say certain things, and egos can get blown up, and other people can put you down and try to take that negative energy down with you. I forget the last one. I don't know what the hell it is, but you can tell I'm not perfect.
I'll tell you, but you're absolutely right about the negative energy. Some people want to put that negative energy on you, and you know what? Keep that away. Stay far away. You got the negative energy? Go live your life. Leave me alone. Seriously.
Amen, man. Unfortunately, some of that negative shit that we grew up with, we're familiar with, it's tempting. It's, you see, there's a temptation in that. The ego loves that shit. Like, oh, wow. The best thing I could have done was bomb on my first attempt. Wow, it shows me I'm human. I'm vulnerable. Fuck it. I'm having fun with it. You know what? I checked that box off my bucket list.
Well, hey, you know what? Listen,
but you encourage me.
Hey,
you were encouragement.
Hey, I tell you, me personally, I think you did good. I really do. I think you did good.
Jimmy, here's the other thing. Like the first time you put me on your show, I had a bone graft done because I'm waiting to get my implants done. So like, I am definitely not camera ready, as they say in the business. You got to be camera ready. Fucking missing teeth, gaps in my teeth. Like I'm like, oh. And what are you gonna do? The guy says, hey, I'm gonna give you a shot. So I'm like, you know what? I jumped in with both barrels. I don't give a shit. I'm not taking anything personal, good or bad. I gave it a shot, and I had fun with it, and I got another invite. So hey, but you, Jimmy Calandra, and your show and your subscribers, all those little nice words of encouragement, they add up, and you hear that, and if it's like you said, if it's positive, hey, that's a little wind in your sail, and in this life, you need it. Jimmy, you know a little bit of my background. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from.
Me and you, we hung out together. We went to breakfast and stuff like that. Because listen, hey, I consider you a friend because we know each other. We know personal things about our family, things that went on.
Sure.
Listen, you're a hell of a guy, and I'm always there for you if you always need me. You know that. And this guy's asking you, Mimo, what's Eddie's channel?
I don't have a channel, so to speak, but I do now. It's called I'm Eddie G.
There you go. That's his channel. I'm Eddie G. So if you want to follow Eddie G, go right ahead and follow Eddie G. And he would appreciate that.
Well, thanks, Jim. Thank you very much, my man. Hey, listen, that's a killer eyes you got on, bro.
Huh?
Nice sweatshirt. That's a nice sweatshirt you got on.
Oh,
hell yeah. It's fucking fire, bro.
Thank you.
Good shit. All right, listen, I'll let you jump, man.
Well, listen, hey, I'll see you soon, okay? We'll maybe do breakfast or something soon.
Yeah, hit me up. We'll work it up.
Eddie, thanks for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Eddie G. Eddie G's the man. Great guy. So I got Robert Feebles. Robert Feebles, I see you. Let's see what Robert Feebles has to say.
Yo, what's up, Jimmy? What up, brother?
What's up? How's everything?
Yo, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I was telling you earlier that I'm married. I'm married 14 years. My wife Robin, great friends with Big Ange. Used to be historical with that Big Ange stuff. We know the whole family.
Yeah,
I was listening. If I could make a comment to that gentleman that not the comedian. You know, I love comedians, but the gentleman who was talking about the sanitation test.
Go ahead.
Or on all your YouTube, I just want to give a quick shout out to my Brooklyn South 11 garage, and they cover Bath Avenue. If I could tell you, I work city sanitation. I'm up and down those blocks like hotcakes. So when I listen to your stories, like, you know, when I was listening to you on YouTube, like I'm driving down Bay 22nd, or I'm by the precinct coming down 23rd. I'm on Bath Avenue. I'm on 17th Ave. 6. I'm at Steve the Butcher. I'm on Bay 50th. What's crazy was when you were doing the one on Avenue S, right? You were doing the YouTube on Avenue S. My son, he lived right across. It was a little windy, so it was hard to really pick up. But my son lived right across the street. So my son lives off of 18th Avenue right now by 73rd. So I'm watching you and I'm like, yo, why does that block look so familiar? And here we go. My son lived right across the street from you from when you was doing that interview. I was telling my son, you know, he's a younger generation. So, you know, when I was explaining to him, he was like, yeah, whatever, Dad. He was 32 years old, whatever, Dad, you know, whatever. But, you know, compared to what, you know, how you was talking earlier, when I was raised, when I was younger, I'm 52. So I'm sure we're the same age. But I remember growing up, hearing about Bath Avenue, you know, and moving along. But to tell you, I'm with my wife for 14 years. And I'm not gonna say it easy, but I'm not gonna say it's hard. You know, I got a funny relationship with my wife. I feel like I'm married to like I Love Lucy. You know, my wife got like multiple personalities. Yo, like today I just had shrimp fettuccine. Yo, delicious. And she's not even talking to me right now. She's like upset with me. I can't even recall the argument because I try to blur that out. Like I try to forget it as she's talking to me. I'll blank it out because, you know, like you said, it could get heated. You could get in trouble. You could go to jail and stuff like that. But I try to blank that out until later on. Hopefully, when it's time to go to bed, you know, get ready for work and all that. Hopefully, she jumps into her other personality mode and you know, like the one that likes me, the one that likes me. And we chopped it up before. I'm the one who did that portrait of you and Paulie G.
There you go. Yeah,
that pencil portrait. That was a quick sketch portrait I did. Effing around.
Yeah, so you know what? Tell them about your work. I mean, promote your work out there.
Oh, I just again, everybody in Jimmy Calandra's room, I just want to give a quick shout out. I love reading everybody's comments. And my name is Robert Febles. On Instagram, I'm Rob, the number 4 DUCE, and I do oil paintings. And I'm gonna just run to I'm right here by the garage anyway.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Right by the garage anyway. And yeah, I got a few oil paintings that
show them the one you showed me.
With with Paulie G.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually that's in those are my pen. Oh, 1 second, I'm gonna do it, but you know, I got the dunk with John Starks.
Nice, man, nice.
The Kobe Bryant.
Oh, what's up with that Kobe?
It's crazy, right? The Kobe's banana.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's sitting right there. It's sitting right there. Like I'm always hold on, I'm gonna show you another one, Jimmy. I'm working on. I got a Hasidic painting I'm about to work on in a little bit. It's my little art studio, but this is Jesus carrying the cross.
Wow, that's nice, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's about 5.5 by 3 feet. I do some monster canvases, but the one I did, majority of all my work is done. If anybody's out there, you like to swing by my page and check it out. It's ROB, the number 4, DUCE, and the rest is it's a pencil sketch. I got my pencil sketch game.
Rob for Duck.
Huh?
Rob for Duck.
Rob for a deuce.
Okay.
I got it. It's a pencil. I got to like store it away in the pencil area. But yeah, the relationships. What I wanted to tell you was about your friend that you said you know him. He had a kid. Yo, go take that test. The test is coming out in June. The sanitation test is coming out in June. Take it. It's an easy test. You know, everybody has a shot. Everybody has a shot to get that job. Best job ever. Best job ever. And like I said, shout out to my BK11 guys. We covered that whole Bath Avenue. Did you know Nicky Rossini? I think he was on Bay 22nd, Bay 23rd or something like that.
It don't sound familiar.
All right, so you don't know. If you would have known him, you'd have been like, I know Nicky. But he was a great dude. But yeah, those relationships are incredible. A lot of work to put in. You know, me and my wife, some days we're like the greatest, and some days we just argue about air molecules, you know, about the dumbest thing on earth. So, you know, you just gotta take your time and you know, figure it out. You know, I don't know all the answers, but I know how to listen. You know, that's what I do. But yo, Jim, your show is the best. I like listening. I like seeing you on YouTube. Shout out to Sammy the Bull. Read the book. Hopefully, I mentioned before you can come out with an HBO series, Bath Avenue.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
That'll be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That'll be an incredible series. That'll be like you said. That you got Steve the Butcher. You got all that whole area. I drive up and down that place like crazy, and I'm always like, oh, I tell my partner. I don't think he's really, you know, he just goes like, oh yeah. My partner's like, oh yeah. But you know, I told you my wife was best friends with Big Ange. That was Sally Dog's niece.
Yes.
Did you know Sally Dogs?
Yeah, I know who he is. I didn't know him, but Big Ange was a big personality in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
She started as a bartender. Everybody knew her. She worked from Gravesend to Bensonhurst to Bay Ridge to all over the place. You know, rest her soul. She was a beautiful person and you know, very you know, a big character she was.
Oh, forgot about my wife and her. They were like sisters.
Yes.
They were like sisters. I remember one time I knew her husband. Yo, he's a great. Neil was great. I mean, I guess that was her second husband. Neil was with sanitation as well. But I remember they were doing the Mob Wives, and I was there, and they wanted to do a scene, and she was telling my wife, she was like, Robin, you think I could borrow Bobby? And I was in back of Big Ange, like telling my wife, like, no, I don't want to do the scene. I don't want to do the scene. My wife was in like the whole first season of Mob Wives.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice.
She was in this. They were attached at the hips. She would call me up like, babe, you gotta come down. There's gonna be a brawl. I'm like, Mom, I'm in the middle of work and I'm playing garbage guy over here in Manhattan, and you want me to come down and play Mafia guy? Okay. What you said, Jim?
Obviously, she knows Big Ange's sister.
Oh, my wife knows the entire family. The mother, my wife knows them all. She knows them all.
Ask her to reach out to her and ask her if she wants to come on the show, Big Ange's sister. I mean, I remember Big Ange's sister when she married Modica back in the day, many, many years ago. Little Georgie Adamo went to her wedding. I actually have a picture of little Georgie with the tuxedo on, but she remembers, I'm sure. But ask her if she wants to come on the show. I'd love to give her an interview.
Right, they do. She does a lot with that with the reality TV and stuff like that with Renee and the mob girls. She has something she deals with that. You know, I really don't know the ins and outs, but I'll let my wife know. I will let my wife know.
Absolutely.
My wife's a great personality. To it's funny. She's a Queens girl, but she got like that Bensonhurst, the Fuguzi Forgot. So she comes in so funny with with her dialect. Sometimes I'm just like I said, I got the best of all worlds with my wife. Like I said, she'll cook for me. She'll cook for me dinner and then stab me with the knife.
I tell you, Rob. You know what? You look like you're very blessed in life.
You know what? I live a blessed life. I stay positive. My circle is so small. I got a real small circle. I know 1 million people, but I keep that circle small just because of like people that you said that they'll smile with you 1 minute, they'll do a deal with you a second and kill you the third. So I know funny people out there, and sometimes I run into people and they're like, yo, my name is Bobby, but they call me Rob from back in the days. Yo, Rob, we got to get together. No, we don't. No, we don't. I'm in big person world right now. I'm a grandfather. My grandparents, me and my wife.
God bless.
We got our kids are 30. They got great jobs. My son's in Japan in the Air Force.
Nice.
He's doing a great job. My son works construction in Brooklyn. Daughter's corrections.
Nice.
There's so much we have to be blessed. We got a beautiful home that I work hard to, keep the maintenance on. There's always something to do when you're in a house. That's part of like relationships.
Yep.
Keep them busy. I gotta hang a plant. I gotta take out the garbage. I gotta work on the garden. All types of.
So your spot is the garage.
That's why I got evicted too, from the inside of the house to the outside. No matter how much man role I play, my wife runs the show here. She's the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the boss in the house, and I'm outside like, yeah, oh yeah, go right there, and then then. Babe, you gotta go this. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Talk to my wife. She's having a sit down. She's having a sit down with me and you gotta take all that art bullshit and bring it to the garage. I was trying to wiggle it, because my garage don't have no heat or air conditioning. So I'm trying to wiggle it to the bedroom upstairs. We got an extra room. Forgot about it. There was like a mega sit down about that. She was like, oh no, Bobby. I don't know if you could do that. Move your artwork upstairs. What are we gonna do? Something falls on the floor. We got paint on the walls. I'm like, Ma, I put tops and shit. Don't worry about it. Yeah, great woman. Great woman. Her cousin is also, you're gonna know him also. My wife's cousin. He's Andy. He owns Dolphins Gym on 86 and 24th. And I heard you talking about Chuck Zito. And one night I was hanging out.
Let me just. I don't know Chuck Zito.
Oh, you didn't know? Very nice guy.
Someone in the chat said that about Chuck Zito.
Oh, okay.
I don't know Chuck Zito, so I don't want people to say I said I know Chuck Zito. I don't know.
No. Maybe
I would love to have Chuck Zito on here. I mean, I have big respect for Chuck Zito. I love him as an actor, and I know he's a legitimate tough guy. I know that.
Okay. Do you know Andy? He owns Dolphins Gym on 86 and 24th Ave.
I'm not sure.
My wife, he's a former Jet. He's a former Jet. So one night we were hanging out with him, and we ran into Chuck Zito. Actually, we was at the strip. Me and my wife, my cousin, we was at that strip club in Sunset Park. I forgot the name. Not that we go to strip clubs or whatever, but he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go and hang out." All right, whatever. We go there. But Chuck Zito was there. I was like, "Oh snap, the actor!" And he was like, what a great dude." Chuck Zito was very, very pleasant person to really like. He was like the nicest guy in the world to even talk to and even meet. It was like seeing him on HBO, and then now he's in front of you talking, he's hanging out with you, just BSing. But yeah, I think the wife is coming. Hold on, let me see him. Ma, you coming down? That meant no. She's still on zero. I'm not talking to you until later.
I'll tell you, Rob. You know what? You're some artist, man, and you know what? I want to grab a piece of your work. I love that Kobe Bryant piece. I mean, what do you want to do with that?
That one's just sitting there. I always talk to you about that, but I could do better. That's an old piece. I'll do one better. I'll reach out to you. We'll talk about it. I did actually about 3 Kobe's already that was out the door. That one, that's like a real old one sitting right there. But I got better ones. Oh my God, I can always put something together. Art is just something I do. When I'm not picking up garbage, or I'm not husband guy with the wife, I'm sitting there studying the oil paintings, mixing colors and all this stuff. And from anybody, like I said, I did the Paulie G. Quick question. What block was Paulie G from?
Paulie G was from Bay 23rd.
Oh, he was from Bay 23rd.
Bay 23rd and Bay. That was his spot right there. That was his corner.
Oh, yeah? Oh, here goes the wife right here. Hey, beautiful. You want to come and say hello real quick? This is the one that was Big Angie's sister right here. This is Big Angie's sister. She do the best. She do the best interpretation of Big Ange. Ma, you got a second? All right, she's wiggling her way over here. Come over here and do an impression of Big Ange real quick. Oh, this is Jimmy Calandra. This from the Bath Avenue boy. What a great gentleman right here.
Thank
So
you.
he allowed me to get on and he give me a quick promotion with just talking online. And this is my wife, Robin. This is my wife, Robin, right here.
Hi, Robin. How are you?
How you doing?
I tell you, you know what? That's awesome. I tell you, you know what? Listen, you got a really good husband here, and it looks like you have a beautiful home. I mean, God bless you guys, really.
Thank you. God bless you too.
But it's a pleasure to say hello to you.
Likewise. Be
Full
well.
Italian right there. She has Big Ange sister right there. She got a million pictures with Big. I'm talking about every picture she's kissing Big Ange. We know she knows the whole entire family. So God
bless, Rob. God bless.
Whenever I meet up with them, this is a step. Whenever I meet up the whole family, I'm like kissing everybody in there. Bobby, hey, how you doing? Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Hey, Bobby, hey, how you doing?
That's how all the Italians are.
Hey, Bobby, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's how all the Italians are.
Yo, Jimmy, I appreciate the time. It was great talking to you. And my last name is Febles. You always chop it up on the internet. You always chop it up, but it's all good, brother. I love watching your show. And let me let somebody else get on there so I can watch everybody else. And I'll hit you up and we'll talk about if you love Kobe, well, I'll put a Kobe. I just did a Kobe dunking on LeBron with James Wade. Like, whoa.
Nice.
All right, yo, Jimmy, God bless, brother. Take care.
Hey, Rob, thanks for coming on. God bless, man. And I'll talk to you soon, man. Stay positive and reach out.
God bless, brother. Take care.
God bless. Bye-bye. Oh, that's a hell of a guy. Rob Fables. What a hell of a guy, I tell you. You know what? You can see that he's blessed in life, for sure. Well, let's see. I drop another link. I tell you guys, you know what? You see people like this, really, and they come on, they share certain parts of themselves and their families with all of us. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. I tell you, it really is. Let me drop a link and see who wants to come in next. There you go. I'll tell you, he has some artwork, this guy, Rob Fables. What an artist, I'll tell you. Wow. I'd love to get a piece of his work. Well, guys, let's see. I'm on here an hour and 18 minutes. I'll probably hang out another 15 minutes. Let me see. Corey Andrew. Let me see what Corey Andrew has to say. Corey, what's up? How's everything?
What's going on, my guy? How we doing?
Good. How's everything with you?
I'm doing well. How's the show going? You got some more subscribers since I've been on, looks like.
Yeah, we got a couple. Right now, we got 223 people in the chat. How's everything with you?
Yeah, everything's good, man. I was just in the chat having some relationship advice with Miss Can't Be Wrong and PM Justice and a couple of guys just throwing out. I've had relationships. I'm 35 now. I've had 3 or 4 or 5 relationships that kind of didn't work out, and now I've been with my girlfriend now for the past 7 years. Man, we're really happy. We're 100% loyal to each other. So I just want to just let everybody know, man, that good, genuine girls are out there, and guys,
Yeah, and listen, hey, relationships are hard. I mean, you know what? Not all relationships work out, as we know.
Right.
You've been in a relationship for so long, one person wants it to go one way, the other person is not interested.
Yep.
And sometimes you get lucky and two people want to come together. They want to do it together.
100%.
But relationships definitely are not hard.
No, they're difficult. I mean, everybody has their, every relationship has their little, you have your arguments and you have your bickers and you go back and forth, but it's how you got, how you come out of them, and communication is key, man. You got to be able to communicate and, be loyalty. I come from a broken home. My parents divorced when I was like 14 or 15. So, as long as you can work through those kinks in the relationships, you can make them work.
No, absolutely. And like Tony Marie Ricci says, there's a lot of insecure, unhappy, jealous people in the world, and it's very true. Some people want to ruin your relationship. Some people see other people happy. So what they want to do is they want to barge into your relationship because they're not happy. I mean, for example, you could be with a girl, one of their friends aren't happy, they're single. Well, you know what? Okay, this one's happy. So you know what? Let me ruin their relationship because I want her to be unhappy like I'm unhappy.
Yeah,
all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, that happens a lot, man. I actually, my girlfriend's right here causing a ruckus here.
That's okay.
What's it called there? Yeah, so we've been together for, like I said, 7 years, man. We're totally happy. She's definitely one of the best girlfriends I've ever, or definitely the best girlfriend I've ever had. I've had a lot of girlfriends that, like you said, get jealous. You see, you have a friend that's a girl that's strictly a friend, and you guys say hi to each other, and they get jealous over something stupid. She's just totally not like that. She's understanding. It's awesome, man. I definitely found the right one. And listen, you don't need to be married to have a really good relationship. A lot of girls push that on guys, I feel like, and guys, they get cold feet and they're like, yeah, I'm not ready to get married. There's no rush. If it's working out, what's the rush? And she's totally not like that. She's ready when I'm ready, and I'm ready when she is. So it's awesome, man.
I think right away, once you get married, I think that's when it turns sour.
Yeah, because things change when you get married. I mean, you're in a whole, like, everything, everything changes. You have the big wedding. Everything's, hunky dory in the beginning, and then next thing you know, if you get married too early or too young, you haven't given yourself enough time to develop with that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So we definitely have a great relationship. But anyway, aside from relationship, what's the topic? Is there like a certain topic this week that you're talking about? Is there?
Well, tomorrow I got Tommy Dades on. We're going to be talking about Jerry Papa and his son John Papa. Jerry Papa was responsible for 37 murders. I mean, he's a guy out of Bensonhurst. He was a wise guy with the Genovese crew.
Yep.
He used to kill. He was the type of guy, if you met him, you were doing business with him, he'd kill you. I mean, as soon as he was murdered, they there was like 16 murders that they closed.
Really?
I mean, as soon as they murdered him, but there was then he has his son John Papa followed in his footsteps. At the age of 21 years old, he had 4 life sentences.
Jesus.
So I mean, listen, it's a dead end road, it's a dead end life, but all these stories, people are very intrigued by them.
Yeah.
Tommy Dades has a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and he's like an encyclopedia of all that mob stuff.
Right. Jerry Papa was they called him what, Papa Bear, right?
Yes, they call him Papa Bear. He was the leader of the Rampers.
The Rampers, yeah. I've heard. I actually heard a couple stories on him with Sammy. Sammy told a while back. He told a couple of stories about him, and there was another gentleman, I guess, that they had a big beef with. He had they were throwing shots at each other in the freaking streets, trying to kill each other. This is before the mob.
No, and you know what? That's what went on back in the day. Things like that went on.
Right.
Everybody was killing everyone back then before these guys were even straightened out, and then eventually you get straightened out. But this guy Jerry Papa, even after he got straightened out, he killed 2 wise guys that were made on the sneak, and that's when a lot of guys got together and said, this guy's got to go because he's not obeying the rules. He broke the rules. Yeah,
you can't first. That's a shit, man. That's rule number 1. You don't kill a made guy without at least having a sit down first. and discussing, you know, what the guy do wrong. You can't, that when you're a made guy, that's supposed to be a shield from that type of shit. You know what I mean? When you're not a made guy, shit, you got to watch over your shoulder. You might, you know what I mean? But when you get that stripe, you're supposed to not have that shit type of shit happen, man. So it's almost like you're cheating, man. You can't, you know what I mean? That's treachery to the fucking first degree.
And that's the thing too. You know what? When you get straightened down, you become a made guy. It's basically you're protected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, no one could touch you no more. You know, that's the ceremony. That's the big thing about it. You know what? You're one of us now.
Yeah.
So that's what they say. So
yeah. Yeah, you put your time in. You put your time in on this. Like that's, you know, before you're actually a made guy, you're an associate or whatever the case may be. And that's the time where the most treachery, you know, actually, well, not really the time with the most treachery, because even when you get in, and like you said, perfect example, you're still having to look over your shoulder when you're not really supposed to have to. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be protected and shielded from all that stuff. And that's why, I mean, I've always been obsessed with the mob. My father's uncle was actually, he was a made guy out in Boston a long time ago. And he's still alive. He just turned actually 93. So his name was Alphonse Sistinelli. Really good guy. He's not part of it anymore. He doesn't associate with those guys anymore. But I've always been obsessed with the mob. But I mean, the more you watch the movies and stuff like that, they really don't drive home. I mean, kind of, but not really. The fact that it's, you know, the glamour and the glitz of it, man, it's really almost like fake. It doesn't exist to the real guys on the street, you know.
No, absolutely. And
you're living proof, man. You know, like it's just not.
This guy Scott H. If I was a criminal, I wouldn't want to be made. Too many rules. I hate rules. You know what? You're probably right. If you're a criminal, why would you want to be made this way? All the money you earn, you gotta kick it up to a captain or to a boss. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, you're better off being your own guy. This is the message out there today. Being your own guy.
Yep, and that's probably, you know, like a lot of, I bet you, like at one time, Jimmy, I bet, like, you know, back in like days, the early days of the mob in the 30s and 40s and 50s, I'm sure that there was a lot of prestige that came along with that, and I'm sure that it drew a lot of people in. But as time went on, you know, all the honor and the loyalty and the family type aspect of it kind of went out the window with the introduction to drugs, with guys flipping, starting with Joe Valachi, and you know, the mob turned into a whole different type of thing where, you know, I mean, I bet you, you know, Carlo Gambino and those guys, they're probably rolling in their graves looking at what the hell the mob is today, you know.
Well, the thing is, you know, back in the day, there was more honor into it.
Right.
There was more trust. When you said something, you stood on your word.
Exactly.
And you know, everybody was responsible for each other's actions. Now it's you know, who don't like this one? That one's no good. There's no more honor in that life.
Right.
You know, so that life is really over. There's no trust. You can't even trust anybody.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's like I said, I've always been a fan of the mob, man, and you know, when you see the Godfather and the Goodfellas and the casinos, man, you can see the treachery that goes on. But I feel like, in, you know, like I said, the real life, there's not like the real life, real mobsters. They know the real story and the real truth to the mob. You know, especially in more modern times, it's just not. It's not what it's made out to be. You know, like I said, a lot of these kids that come up in the street. You were one of them. You know, you saw the girls, you saw the cars, you saw the clothes, you saw the money. You had the blinders on, you know what I mean? But realistically, what was going on the sidelines was a lot different than what you were seeing.
Absolutely. You know, and
typical.
Look, it's like look, you know, when you're growing up and you're surrounded by these guys, it's you know, you want to be just like them.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle that you want, because it's glamorized. You know, you got the fancy cars. These guys have power. They got the jewelry, making money, and you know, you want to be like them because it's in the neighborhood. You're seeing it. It's right in front of your face.
Right.
Now today, it's really not too much in front of your face because you know, you don't got the social clubs on every corner no more. You know, you had 3-4 social clubs on every corner. Those days are over. Now you have the cafes.
Yeah.
And the mob isn't as big as it once was.
Right.
guys here and there. You see them, they come and go, but they don't have the power they once had.
Yeah.
They had their hands in everything back then. Those days. I mean, drugs is the big money today.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to ask you too, Jimmy. Is there? I would say, we know the mob's like not as powerful and stuff like that, and that's a really good point. Is that, like back in like even maybe like 10 or 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. I know you had Bobby Luisi on recently. There was a strip in the North End in Boston. It's called Hanover Street. You would see kind of those guys sitting out on the tables there, and you could kind of tell they were definitely, something was up with them. They probably, they didn't work at the local construction jobs. You know what I mean? So, but that all is totally over. You don't see those guys, and they're more on the low key side. So I was gonna actually say, do you think as far as guys go, we obviously know that there's not, as many made members, but do you think that they're like still prevalent? Do you think guys are like still getting made? Do you think there's still ceremonies?
Yes, they're still prevalent. They're still getting made. It's they're still out there. They're trying to stay low key. Years ago you had social clubs. Now today, if you had a social club, you would probably have to pay $4,000 a month. So
oh my God!
Yeah. So what you do is you turn it into a cafe where you could profit off it.
Right.
Okay. I'm saying where you can sell things. Anyway, Bobby Luisi says hello. Hello, brother.
Hey, Bobby, what's going on? I love Bobby Luisi. Wonderful guy.
Yes, Bobby's in the chat. Hello to Bobby and Paul Tanzo. You're out there. Hey, guys.
Yeah, Paulie Tanzo too. Yeah, excellent. Good to see Bobby here. He's a great guy. I've seen a lot of his material on here too. He's you got to commend him for taking the, he had a tough life in that life, man. He went the right way. He did it. I can only imagine for those guys what it's like to transition from being a wise guy your whole entire life. You two to go and
and then you know what? And then you're used to this lifestyle, and then when you don't. How old is the baby? How old?
She's 3 years old. She's having a tough day. What do you need?
Here
you go. She's having a tough day. No, I want to say hi.
Let me see. Hi. Hi, cutie pie. You're so beautiful.
Say hi, Jimmy. Say thank you, Jimmy.
You're so beautiful. God bless you.
Take the dog for a walk? Yeah. Okay, she's gonna go take the dog for a walk. All right, Jimmy. I just wanted to jump on and say what's up, man. I actually sent you an email not too long ago, with my number, but I got an updated number, so I'm gonna hit your email up with my new number. Maybe we can connect off the YouTube and have a chat.
Yeah, just email me, therealjimmycalandra@gmail.com.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely send you my number. I come to New York every now and again. Maybe I'll try to get up with you. Take 5 minutes of your time. See what's going on.
Anytime, you got it.
All right, big guy. It was good to see you guys. Everybody in the chat. Have a blessed night. Good
Thanks,
to see you,
Corey. Thanks for coming by.
All right, my man. I'll see you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Corey, another good guy. So I got Rob D in the chat. Let me see what Rob D has to say. Bobby Luisi, I see you. What's up, Rob?
Jimmy,
Rob, how are you?
what's going on?
How's everything? How are you? How's everything?
Good. Good. I'm the Sunday gravy, cuz.
Did you make did you make gravy today?
No. I'm actually at work. I'm missing the Sunday gravy. That's always a joke with you. I always put that on there.
Okay.
Sunday sit down with Sunday gravy. So what's going on?
Same old thing. How about you? How's everything with you? How's relationships in your life?
Well, when you get over 50, your circle gets smaller and smaller.
That's for sure.
And it's the people you care about. That's it. Your family. That's it. And I've been listening to these shows for years on YouTube, and I always say this, when you spend time in a box, like what that's like, you realize what's important. And I don't think most of these people ever did that. When you're beaten down to your nub, you know what's important. And we're thankful to be alive. That's all I could say.
And you know what? You're so right about that, because a lot of people, they judge others and they don't understand. You know what? Like even these people in the mob, you know what? Some of these people, they're looking for a way out. They don't want to be involved no more. You know, and you know what?
No.
Someday they
Yeah.
might get that way out. Someday they might not get that way out. They might spend the rest of their life in prison, or they just might go on, you know, in the street. If they get lucky enough to, live that long like that. But like you said,
Yeah. It's
when you
yeah,
go
it's
through
hard, you
certain,
know.
yeah, when you go through certain things in your life, you know what? It gives you a change. You know what? I don't want this no more. It's time for me to change my life.
Of course. Everybody, you know, I always say everybody's got to get their beating in life. You know that. Their lumps.
That's the thing. You know what? You got to fall down and get back up. You got to learn the hard way sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, every day I wake up, it's blessed to be alive. I'm telling you, you know, like I said, I never thought I'd see 50, you know. You know, when you're
Absolutely.
20, who cares? When you're 30, all right. When you're 40, okay. You know, so yeah, it's crazy. You know, I talk to my father all the time. He's 90. And
Wow.
I say,
God
look at
bless.
you. You're the last of Mohicans. You're like, you know, he's the only one alive out of all his brothers. He got shot in the war. I said, somebody wants you around, you know. So
I tell you, you know
you
what?
got to live like that. But
I'll tell you, you have your father at 90 years old. God bless you. You know, I wish I still had my father. I lost my father 59 years old, pancreatic cancer. He worked the same job for 34 years, and he never got to enjoy the fruits of his labor. So, you know, that's why you got to enjoy life every
yeah,
day, because you know what? Tomorrow might not come. You know, everybody
no,
thinks that
no.
tomorrow is going to come. Tomorrow might not come.
Yeah, and you know, as you get older, you get cynical. You start hating people, and I don't like to do that, you know. But I
Well,
like what you're doing on the show. Keep it up. You know, I love the show. I like all the guests now you're having, and you know, it's awesome. I've been listening to you for a long time now. You know, since the beginning. You know.
thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. Well, tomorrow I'm going to have Tommy Dades on.
Yeah. Tommy's pretty funny. I like him. He's a good guest. You know, so is Rita too.
Yeah,
We get to
Rita
chop it
is
up on Sundays.
yeah, Rita
Yeah.
was
No,
great.
everything's good.
It's good having Rita.
Yeah.
She's very intelligent, very well spoken, and I really appreciate her. But tomorrow we're going to be talking about Jerry Papa and John Papa, father and son, and these two. The father was a maniac, and the son ended up being a maniac too. You know, the son at the age of
Yeah.
21 years old went away and received 4 life sentences. I mean, just think about that. At the age of
Wow.
21 years old, you're in jail with 4 life sentences. Talking about throwing your life away.
Yeah. Well, you know, these are the choices you make in life. I mean, you know, like I said, everybody's got to get their lumps in life. You know, that's why when I listen to these shows, people are commenting, like I said, unless you've been through it or been in a box, or, you know, it's every man for himself in a way, you know. So I believe
Yes.
everybody, I believe in karma, you know. So I
No,
love, like I said, I
absolutely.
love what you're doing, you know. I love what you're doing with your show. It's great. You know, people could say this about you, say that about you, but like I said, walk a mile in a man's shoes and let's see what happens, you know.
No,
So I just want to say that,
you're right.
and it's great. Life's good, you know.
No, absolutely. You know, that's why you got to enjoy it every day.
Yep, every day above ground's a good day. My grandfather used to say.
Yes, it is.
All
But
right, Jimmy. So I'm gonna let you go, you son.
Rob, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, I finally got to meet you. Last time I tried to get on, but the thing was glitching, and I said forget about it. But we'll catch up.
Well, listen, hey, have a great day. Thanks for coming on.
You too, cuz. Hang in there. Keep it up. I love the show, and hang in there. Talk to you later, Jimmy.
Thanks, Rob. Bye-bye. Rob D. New York Dad, I dropped a link. If you want to come on, come on. Miss can't be wrong. What happened? Somebody blocked you? All right, guys. Well, an hour and 40 minutes. I think it was a good show. New York Dad is in there. Let me talk to the New York Dad. I'll end it with him.
Yo,
what's up, baby?
How's everything, Jimmy?
How are you? How's everything?
Sorry, I missed your show today, man. I was late.
That's okay. That's good.
I gotta be honest here. I was late. I'm doing a big giveaway on my channel. All right.
Hey, promote it. But the thing is, listen, you know what? It's a beautiful day out there. What's the giveaway today?
I'm giving away a pair of Jordan 6s that just dropped yesterday. The most hypest Jordan right now that just came out.
What size?
Size 10.
Well, you know what?
All they gotta do is go subscribe to my channel.
Well, you know what? How about this? I'm gonna go subscribe to your channel right now.
Go ahead, buddy. And I'll give out the rules tomorrow night at 9 o'clock when I do my live stream. And that's it. And I'm not gonna be giving away just one. I'll probably give away 2.
There you go. Nice.
Wait a minute. I'll give away 3. I'll give away 3 pairs.
Wow, 3 pairs of sneakers you're gonna give away. Nice.
Give away 3 pairs.
Wow, the New York Dad. So yeah, promote your channel.
That's the New York Dad. That's just the way it is. Just type in the New York Dad. You'll see my ugly face on the cover on the channel, and just subscribe and tune in I'm on every weeknight at 9 o'clock. And we talk about sneakers. We get into stuff like you guys do here. You get into once you start with one thing, you get into something else. But I'm going to be giving out some sneakers, man. A lot of people were left out this week in the sneakers. Something really big happened in the sneaker community, and a lot of people lost out on those sneakers right there. So I got an extra pair. I'm going to give them away.
There you go. Wow, it's very kind of you.
Just trying to give back. That's all I preach on my channel is giving back.
I'll tell you what, those sneakers are hot, man. Size 10, that's my size.
Yeah, that's yours. Come on down, baby. Come on down.
Sure. I probably ain't that far from you.
No, you're right. I'm in Staten Island.
I was just there today.
Yeah.
I went to Macy's. I was in Macy's today.
Oh boy. Yeah. You're still around. You're still around.
Yeah. Kidding me. I'll come see you for sure.
Come on down, buddy. Always welcome, man. It's always a pleasure coming on here with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because I just want to show people that whatever happened in the past is in the past, man. I was watching your show yesterday. I was going through your stuff yesterday, and I was watching when Tommy Dades came on the first time. You got emotional at what happened. Jimmy, you didn't do nothing wrong, buddy. You really didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't, and I just want people to know that, man. Jimmy didn't do that. He didn't mean to do none of that. We used to live in a neighborhood where that's what we did for money. We had to scrape and scrounge and do whatever we had to do for money. And, I know I saw it in your face on that program. I saw it in your face, the remorse that you had for what happened to that woman. And it made me tear up. How about that? Because I know the way that you feel in your heart, man. And we only want good for people now. We changed our life, man. I'm not even looking back. I did 6 years in jail, and I'm not even looking back, bro. Not looking back.
Thank you, New York Dad. I appreciate those words. They mean a lot to me.
Yeah, and it is what it is, man. You become a totally different person, and that's what it's about. Not to continue the circle. All right. Well,
hey, I'll tell you what. Those sneakers you're giving away, man. That's pretty nice of you.
Yeah. Well, I got to do it. I'm just trying to work on my channel. And, I just want to, they say you lead by example. And if I give back, I just one person that'll give back also, That'll make me happy. That's it. I just want to give back. You know,
That's great, man. Good for you. And you're always welcome over here to plug your channel.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate you.
And the New York Dad, go check out his channel. He's a sneaker guy, and you know, he's a really good guy too.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, New York Dad. Listen, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Have a good night, chat. This is the man right here.
See you soon.
Bye.
New York Dad, great guy. Well, guys, I think that was a great show today. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Let me shout out Scott H. Pazzo, thanks for showing up. Andrew Stevens, Richard Morella, Scott H. I appreciate every one of you for giving me the support. Let's check out this video quick.
The streets will never make you grow. It's not a seed, it's a gutter. There's no happy endings in this life. So this is my message to you. The streets will never love you back.
Thanks, guys. Everyone, thanks for showing up. I appreciate the support. I love you guys. I'll see you on my next video. Tomorrow night is Tommy Dades. We're going to be talking about Jerry Papa and his son, John Papa. Okay, it's going to be a good topic. I hope you guys are going to show up and support me. But everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for showing up. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.